Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, we've had a little bit of rain out there today. Far less than what we had yesterday, but we've got a couple little showers. You can see here to portions of Iroquois County. We put a little bit of a loop on this. You can see how, again, it's been really light, and we're going to catch a little bit of a break here this evening. We think that these rain showers will ramp up a little bit more for some of us later tonight during the overnight hours. All right, 81 current temperature in Champaign, 82 in Decatur. Still feeling pretty muggy out there, but we are going to catch a big break from the heat and the humidity and the rain just in time for the weekend. But again, we still got to get through tonight and tomorrow with some showers and storms. We'll talk about whether any of those could turn severe coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
Wow. Is this going to do that?
They're calling it a big improvement. What Danville says is going to change the course for them.
I said to call the police, and we had to search for him because I was panicked.
And when the police came to her door, they brought the wrong kid. It's a school bus mess in one district.
And how one firefighter's battle with cancer is drawing support from more than just his department.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
It's going to clean up a neighborhood for us, and it's going to give hope to the adjacent neighborhoods.
Hope in the form of a huge new development. Carl's combining its two campuses in Danville and building a new campus near downtown. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. This is a $50 million plan. It's expected to bring new life to the downtown. Right now, Carl has two locations in the city, one on Vermilion Street, another on Fairchild. City leaders are calling this change the biggest development in Danville since the Town Center Mall. But there's still a lot left to be done. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is here now. We have to ask, are they getting rid of jobs because of this?
Yeah, Jennifer, and I asked that question, and they did say they were consolidating jobs, but they couldn't say how many. At the same time, they said the project would create more than 200 new jobs. This campus is the beginning of a plan Carl says will add on to the services they already offer.
I believe that August 21st, 2019 is going to be a day in the history of Danville and Vermilion County where people said that we started to turn the corner.
It may be a day that goes down in history, but it took a lot of work to get to this point. Carl announced plans Wednesday to build a new medical campus between Logan and Gilbert Streets.
We're going to have a brand new development in what was a struggling neighborhood, so the assessed valuation and meaning our property tax revenue will come in. Additional revenue means that we can ask for less from our citizens, or at least not ask for more.
This would combine two current campuses into one. Some jobs will be consolidated, but 200 new ones are expected.
And not just any kind of job, high-paying, high-caliber professional jobs for people to hold in this community.
Because the new proposed Carl site is in a centrally located spot near downtown Danville, a lot of homes and businesses will have to move. City leaders say they're working with those home and business owners on that process.
You don't just pick a business up and move it in a month, or residents for that matter.
A lot of residents have already been relocated. Carl did work to provide relocation and moving services for them.
I talked to some business owners who work along the proposed site. They haven't been moved yet, and they aren't happy with the idea, but they're interested in seeing the amount that's offered. Mayor Ricky Williams believes the development will be a bonus for the businesses left nearby.
We have Leon's Diner, we have Rich's Deluxe Restaurant, all within 2 or 3 blocks of this. I think they're going to have a lot more business.
And they hope it opens doors for years to come.
As they continue to grow, they'll need services.
Now, that development depends on working out zoning issues and getting state approval of a certificate of need. If everything goes smoothly, it should be finished by the end of 2021. Jennifer.
Okay, they're going to be busy out there. Thank you. Champaign police are investigating after electronics were stolen from the Franklin STEAM Academy. It was close to 50 iPads and Chromebooks. They were part of a mobile classroom at the middle school. They were discovered missing a week ago, the day before classes started. It's a story you almost can't believe. And if your kid rides a school bus one, that's almost hard to hear.
Yeah, first grader from Mahomet didn't get dropped off after school. That's scary enough, but it's not even the worst part of the story. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is in our newsroom tonight. Jamie, you spoke with a mom who's still upset.
Yes, Paul, she says something needs to be done and addressed so no parent or their child ever goes through what her family did. Amanda Culver says her son was excited to start first grade at Middleton Prairie Elementary School. But what happened on the school bus has her questioning his safety.
It's very scary for him, and I can only imagine possibly traumatic.
Culver says her son never came home after school. After an hour, she couldn't take it anymore and took action.
I called the school, at which point I was told he was let off the bus with another little girl, and they couldn't tell me what intersection. I said to call the police, and we had to search for him because I was panicked.
Soon after, police said they found her son. She was relieved, but that didn't last long. She opened her front door only to have her heart sink. Authorities had delivered the wrong child.
And I saw that child and panicked, and I'm sure that child panicked when they saw me.
The principal later found her son still on the school bus. He had never been dropped off. She says he's happy he's home, but more must be done.
I hope that there can still be change, and quick.
The Muhammad Seymour School District told WCIA they've taken complaints from frustrated parents about busing issues. In a statement, they said, in part, this situation has also not met what we expect of ourselves as a school district, and we have been and will continue to take steps to remedy the problems. Chief of Police Michael Metzler confirmed the district is trying to fix the problems.
There's nobody more concerned about where their kids are than those teachers and those bus drivers. They look out for those kids like they're their own.
Culver says she'll feel better when she sees changes.
There's no excuses, and I need to know my son's safe.
The school district says some of the problems with bus routes stem from software issues. They tell us they're fixing those right now. Live in the newsroom, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Yeah, Jamie, it certainly makes you think twice about putting your kids back on the bus, but for some parents, they probably don't have another choice. Jamie, thanks.
Governor Pritzker vetoed a bill that would have immediately expelled any student who brings a BB gun or paintball gun to school. Republican Senator Chapin Rose sponsored the measure. He said it's not a hypothetical issue. It's something that happened at a Mount Zion school. The governor says schools already have tools to discipline students who bring in weapons. He added too many of them are derailed during their academic career and entangled in the school-to-prison pipeline.
School's back in session, but many schools across central Illinois are still feeling the pressure of the teacher shortage. Champaign, Sangamon, and Macon counties have 112 instructional jobs listed as open. Bigger districts, including Springfield, are better insulated from the shortage. It only has 13 vacancies across 37 schools in the district.
So it is a concern, and it's a concern for the kids and for the principals trying to get teachers in their classroom to be ready to teach kids on the first day of schools.
Teacher vacancies can cause schools to increase class size. The district will also bring in substitutes to teach classes for extended periods of time.
U of I's campus was a ghost town. Now, just the opposite. What days of move-in you're going to definitely want to avoid over there.
Also tonight, it can be hard to tell football players apart when they're on the field, but for these two Illini players, it's hard to tell them apart off the field, too. These twins make that part of the game.
And our newest camera. Take a look here in Charleston. We've done a little upgrade to it. Nice view there of the sky and the Roofing Dog INET First Mid-Bank weather camera. And I tell you what, it was a nice day today, but a warm one again, 84, just above that normal. We are about to see a major change as our temperatures turn cooler. Talk about an incredible weekend of weather coming up.